I want to Rocketship Spears, Britney Spears, a person who was at the height of their career at the same time as YouTube was at the height of existing. And then the album dropped. We don't talk about Bruno because, like, I don't care. It's not a very good album. But Lucky, bro, blows my mind. She still got it, you know? She has some hits. She also has that personality, and if you know how to match personalities, there's one big ass person that she matches with, okay? Kind of warmed the seat off. And potentially that's why Ari knows her impression. Britney impression, let's go.
Is that true, Chloe? Can you sing like Britney Spears? In your hands.
You can't underestimate acting, guys. What they see is what you get, you know?
I'm shy.
They need to recreate like the viral moment in everyone's life. And being able to sing like Britney Spears is definitely a moment.
Actually, just very, very Italian.
A girl named Lucky. Early morning, knock, 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 they're all waiting for me. Yes, she's so lucky. I one thinking I lost in a there's no one feel this fitting and she loved me. She's so lucky. Cry, so midnight.
You got it.
You can sometimes forget, like most celebrities don't flex this shit no more, of how just the basic routine goes, basic behind the scenes, and it's like to me is so simple, but I needed this.
Hollywood.
It makes me think of like how do you make it feel lucky? And the funny thing is, it's connections. That's how you become celebrity. You just climb the wall of connections. You connect with that person and that person over there, and they want to help you out. You do something cool together, and it works out, and it's like binds you together, and then you find more connections. This is the game that you gotta play if you want to become celebrity. There ain't no luck, my friends. Uh-oh. It just seems that way. If I had connections, I would also be a celebrity. Easy. But unfortunately, I was not as fortunate, and I had to pick a much greater path. Please subscribe, guys. I need to succeed on this path of intimidating people to subscribe, and I would do a lot better if you subscribe right now, you know, so I don't have to catch you later. I have 8 subs. No, I have 600 total. I have 4 channels. It's just people fucking make it a very slow start for me. Ugh, not lucky. See how connections just keep on growing exponentially? It's so annoying. Growing your follower count. I just need a baseline follower count so I can just fucking eat my meal and pay with the YouTube money, you know? You know what I'm talking? Yeah, see this? That's the actual number of my main channel. If I have to intimidate, because I often do. People are so afraid of making someone lucky that it's just like, damn. You can't even talk about that shit. So let's dive deep. Fully explore what she has accumulated over the years. This blonde, and I dare to say, water personality. She likes feeling things and crying. Yeah, she will tell you all about that crying thing. And probably introvert. Like, again, I match with Ariana, meaning that she nowhere, no bikinis. Perhaps has a very twisted life. Unfortunately, I have to double check, guys. And I think I'm correct. Because people who don't wear bikinis, they don't have good photos. So yeah, Ari being like the top of the food chain, the top 0.11%, whatever. Like, very high. Best of the best, alongside with Selena Gomez, Taylor Swift, and my favorite pick, Jewel. But to have an analog, basically, of a person who has been around and doing the same thing, giving very similar vibes, and maybe even doing it better. Fucking direct competitor back in the day. Like, it's not my generation person. For me, she's old now. But we have to, like, what we're gonna look at is literally an analog of a person who has been a very similar age, I would say. Let's figure it out. 15 years ago was 28. I'll say 2019 for Ari would be 6 years ago, so she was way younger. But that's just how technology works. Younger and younger people can kind of start off careers. It's like back in the day, we were only able to see a formula racing event, and nobody took like interviews. But now, as we're getting ready, we get to see the drivers, and we already know them quite well, and they get to talk about something, and they get to prepare themselves. We get to see the track. We can sort of understand what's going on. Technology allows us to start someone's career a few years earlier, but it's still a fucking analog. And is it really that crazy? Where is Lucky? It's not on her channel? It's right there. There are 12 songs that are more popular than Lucky. For me personally, that's what was recommended. That's technically my favorite song. Maybe my favorite pick will change? I'm not sure. Yes, we will have to go through all this annoying, overly popular stuff first. I'll try to make it fun for you guys.
Now you're right outside. You want it to be. My loneliness is killing me, baby. One more time.
Yeah, this is why acting is a very interesting thing that was able to draw a bunch of children in and turn them into pop stars. Like, again, the machine keeps refining itself to be able to kind of challenge people across their lifetimes and challenge more people and give them a chance. It's kind of weird, man. And you can, yeah, be connected to Disney when you're 9 years old, and you might have a very good chance. Was Britney connected to Disney, by the way? I mean, there's something similar about this. What? Whitney Spears and Justin Timberlake. It's definitely quite a hit, you know, to, in an early age, be connected immediately. That's all it takes, man. We'll get to know more in a deep dive. I use this so often in Rocketship that at this point it's just a fucking partner channel for me. Free Britney. What, part 1? This alone would actually make up for entirety of Rocketship, just me watching this stuff. So what you're gonna get is compiled version without any fluff that this channel provided. Because there's lots of material, and not all of it is pretty, isn't it? It might need a narrative makeover. Ah, yes, Disney Spears. Let's go. There's nothing I wouldn't do. I can't do that. Who can do that anyways? Fuck. When girls do it, then I feel really bad. When I Show Speed does backflip, I don't care. He's a weirdo. He's not something to look up to, but this is plus 20% of viewership, bro. Just gained with that one trick. I must confess, and police will take care of that loneliness. No one should be killed by loneliness. Maybe you shouldn't... Wait, why would... If I want to defeat loneliness, why would I hit you? I muted the notifications. There's Eurovision happening, guys, very soon. I'll have to react to it. Being hit every time Lithuania gets points. Because I don't want it to get points. Take that. My loneliness. This one's crazy of a music video. Holy crap.
I'm calling warning.
Things got mature really fast, alright? She needed that intro into school affairs. Or she's just, like, grabbing from all kinds of places her audience.
There's no escape.
If you like planes, then you like this song. Because you're fucking toxic.
You're dangerous.
I'm loving it. Wow. Them planes. There's Mr. Beast games, you know. It's literally Beast video right there. That's where he draws all the inspiration. We will never know what we just watched. Well, this was underwhelming. This was like, what the fuck, man?
What's happening up there?
Yeah, we never got an artist who says a lot. So it's always gonna be quirky for the rest of our lives. It is not that. It is that. I can't. It's impossible. That. I don't even know how to describe that sound, bro. I'll just call it door creaking, though. Okay. What the hell? Now the funny thing is, where do you put door creaking? Why these words specifically? And I think it's the okay? That's where it all lays, you know, in the e, o, u. You can say though. Oh shit. There's another interesting thing about Where would you find Yes, it's in the end of every single word, but it's not actually like inside them words. You can't do E, bro. You can't E. Ooh. Okay. Only and I. Alright, let's get womanized, guys. Okay, one theory comes to mind. Why things in the past were better than right now? Because there's paywalls. You don't actually get to see content. We don't agree on which content is the best anymore. We can only agree that Mr. Beast wants subscribers. If he really wants subscribers, he will speak every language just to get some subscribers. Fuck that guy. Bro is getting attacked. They all are same date though. It's hard to actually tell if that's the reality. Because these songs, they don't look alike whatsoever. You would expect like these are different eras that we just looked at.
It's Britney, bitch.
This is not satisfying to listen to. Nor watch. 11 years ago. Is this relatively new? Pretty much. Yeah, to get a nice car, you have to work. Fuck that, I don't want it. I guess women can also work, but I've never realized that until now. I have no idea what the fuck is happening here. And it's just generally bad. It has this like pop tropic vibes basically. But then it also has some other type of vibes that I don't like. It's like kind of like not give a fuck vibes. I don't think I've seen a combination of that. Not giving a fucking tropics. Like what?
You tell me you're in love. Say, I could want me, move slow. Siren, you're the only one, me. You just have to know. I really.
Okay, so far, when it comes to plotline, which is the only thing that's like watchable, there's nothing. There's just things happening that don't look ugly. And technically, that's what introvert vibe is. It's like, it's not gonna be a storyline of any kind. She's just gonna stalk. She'll be stalking. Uh-oh. Yeah, so it literally just kind of cuts off at 15 years ago, like a bunch of eras just kind of stitched together. The only thing you can tell is by her face, I guess, and by her like not giving a fuckingness. I guess these are definitely different eras, unfortunately. The era. We'll need to learn all about it in deep dive. Are they saying ribbit?
Is it true?
Ribbit, ribbit! Yeah, she called herself off real hard. A bit inappropriate, huh? Why does he look like Michael Key did? Why? Okay, I was not paying attention until now. Now something is happening. You can do that? How much damage does it do? Is that her favorite attack? Just like whip people? I thought it would be spear. Obviously. Damn, bro. She really hate them paparazzis. You wanna go? Let's go. Couldn't fucking dodge that one. He was ready to get hit. Which is just simply bad acting, but I'll take that too. Get slapped, bro. Wow. Honestly, better than this. Why were people not talking about that one? I guess she made so many casualties that it's just a number at this point. There's no specific one that hits hard anymore. Cross harder. What the hell? Oh, one of them did not like that one. She exposed paparazzis, guys. And they always stand on their cars. Honestly, if you pull out Terminator for your storyline, all sins are forgiven. We could have watched 20 videos without this Terminator thing, and I'll be completely fine now that I found one. It's so fucking weird. Come on, dude. Come on. I have this thing called Peace Pop Dome. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a thing, but it's about music videos being fucking like this. This crazy. Yeah, she does not condemn. Okay, let's see. Advertise alcohol. She advertised milk. That's exactly what you have to dunk on your face to make a music video better. Yeah, she's not Kesha, guys. Don't brush in her teeth with a bottle of Jack. Is way different. Oh man, so much exposure. Is that a sign of evil to dunk milk on your face? I would say so. I will never trust people like that anymore. Circus. Every single thumbnail is just her face. There's no escape from that. That's just how it works, man. She cracked the algorithm before Mr. Beast did. And let's be honest here, Lucky not only is the better song than the rest, but also has the best thumbnail. Please? You acknowledge that, right? Because I acknowledge that. It's hard to beat yourself in this weird ass take picture of your face game, but I think that's the winner.
Make it hot when I feel the adrenaline in me and I'm ready to play circus. Follow me, show me what you got. There's only two that are scared. So baby, I make it hot when I feel it moving through my veins. Put me in the center of the ring, just looking down.
Yeah, I think the Lucky thing is a perfect balance of these two eras. Lady Gaga had the same thing where like one era is better than the other. It's cleaner, more appealing, more innocent than just like fucking meat dress or something. Then the artistic sludge just poured out. And this is very similar. Like you have so much power and you're flexing power and it's fucking meaningless basically. I feel like shit. Not everything is worth buying, and in this case, probably lions and elephants not really relevant. Where's the clown? Give me a fucking good clown, and I'll feel like in circus, not just like everything is burning. It's like what? That's the circus vibe, dude? She needed to fire just to like remove all the clothing, and still lighting is not good for loot material anyways. Like fucking trashed it. Sabrina did it way better. The song is pretty good, of course. But we didn't came here just for music, okay?
You disrespect me like that. Who do you think you are?
Wait,
No,
I'm okay.
She became very violent in this new era. Oh, she's a criminal now.
He is a look I should stay away. This type of love isn't rational. But just
I mean, at some point, death knocks on your door and you can't perform properly. You can only slowly wither away and be in love with a criminal and shit like that. I always need decent amount of breaks, and that was one of them.
I know since my it's physical. I just can't do.
What is this British police doing? I mean, where else would you be a criminal? You would increase crime rate in Britain, obviously. The first thing I've never seen before.
That's something wait to see.
I'm starting to think she's not introvert. If that's the case, then she was already competing with Taylor Swift. Nothing to see here. And then I want it. It's just she doesn't have like big ass eyes that a water person would do.
Know that the next
Just has very sad ones.
level pay your mind to
And is blonde, which is also narcissistic.
take no.
I'm just so tired of narcissists in music industry that I can't see that. I need diversity, guys. I'll say in influence industry, bro. She kind of maybe doesn't have like a sad face, but uncomfortable face, and that would actually pass, I guess.
Next one you'll
Yeah, always in pain face.
take no.
Yeah, we get it. You're in pain,
Like this
but it's not necessarily sadness, right? It's actually describing pain and feelings. So I'm locking that it's introvert water. But it's almost unimaginable for Ari to do shit like this. You know what I'm talking about? The funny thing is, Britney represents like the rising capitalism, and Ari represents falling capitalism. Of like meaninglessness, of I can buy anything, I can just do anything. And here, it's like it's cool. I can do this new thing, you know, every single time something is unlocked for me. I can dance because it's end of the world. Wow. Hey, maybe that was quite a moment for her. It's like, fuck, capitalism is gonna be dying now. I wanna go to work. Don't let capitalism die. It works. She considered that the world may have ended to some people. Slave for you. I thought slavery ended. But capitalism thinks otherwise.
like doing this world.
Yeah, you can see maybe like it's slow motions. Not much movement. And backfill is like a very weird skill that she never
Well, I'm just trying to run.
Also the quirkiness of the voice, right? Ari had that too.
No, I may come dancing there. Don't you wanna
I actually don't wanna. It's kinda weird.
sing? This time, there is no need to protect
I have a feeling there's a need to protect her. though.
me. Not yet alone. Look at me close. You will see it in my eyes.
All I see is green water, and I need more of that.
Always find.
And yes, I see it in her eyes, kind of.
Girl, don't tell me that's mine.
She's not a girl because she dehydrated. Should have drank more green water.
It's mine.
Didn't even bring water bottle with her. Wait, where did you get the fucking drones? What? Never mind, she's part of Illuminati. That makes sense. Everything makes sense, guys. Except for my hiccups. That shit fucking... Oh my god. I got attacked twice today. Bro. Tell Hiccup Kingdom that I am not paying taxes, okay? And they should leave me alone, too.
That it's always the same. Follow. Jaws on the ground. Watch them all around the world. I walk out of my house. Down. Eyes on us. All around the
Hottie. Yeah.
This does have a vibe of capitalism died. But we can still spend all this random money on something. I swear there's things I can buy, okay, to be happy. I can buy happiness, okay? Shut the fuck up. Yeah, capitalism died so hard it's not even fun going to school anymore.
From another planet. How to
Well, you can buy some mental illness, though. This phone is totally broken. You probably wanted to see the rest of the video, and honestly, It's up to you now to see it. I don't give a fuck.
So I carry on. Fly, I fall with. I guess I need you, babe. I dream.
Wow, it's MMA fight with these paparazzis now. No wonder she wanted to go next level, take revenge, get superpowers.
I see
Terminate, bro.
your
Fuck
face,
yeah.
'cause I need you.
Wow, convenience. They had to walk towards their destination and train themselves at the same time.
Baby,
Just like me, I'm trying to get to my destination of 1,000 subs one day. Maybe in like 5 years. If I don't get it to in 5 years, maybe I will get it in 5 spears. That's intimidating, isn't it? 5 spears? Fuck you, dude. You're too weak. You can't even beat up paparazzis properly. I can beat up a fucking Waz, bro. That's pretty impressive, actually.
every time I try to baby.
I don't know what happened to the beat, but ooh, is not very fun to listen to. Goodbye. At the end. Yeah. Why the most popular songs happen to be like the least interesting to look at? Assholes. What have you done? Look. She's gonna fight paparazzis again, bro. Let's go. See, you immediately used the block attack. Someone really used a stick in there. But what are you capturing? Do you think she's gonna talk to you, bro? Fail, bro. Oh, shit. You gotta carry a stick and nothing happens.
Joy. Say hello to the girl that I am.
Damn, that's so funny to me.
Yeah.
We're getting treated here right now.
Who I am. What a girl is taking my to do with my life. My life has been so hard. Every time I do, I've been taking
How are you overprotected? You're being over-attacked.
chances. God, I need some answers. I can't help the way.
It's a sign from God's deep dive is calling us right now.
I don't know what to do about my destiny. My life has been so hard. Just what I wanna do.
This is great. We're just not running out of content. We should always just review 40-year-olds, you know? How much did they show in a teaser? They show exactly the thing people want to see. Let's go, dude. Let's go what you want to... Why is it Spears 3? She already has 3 spears, bro? If I had 5, I would get 1,000 subscribers really fast.
Not only you and me, 'cause if it's alright with the game, make him say my name. You in, 1, 2, 3, 180 degrees. I was innocent company. 1, 2, 3, not ordinary. Getting 1, 2, 3, not.
Do teens know these iconic 2000ers? There's no Britney exclusive, though? Disappoint.
House team.
Uh-oh. I didn't ask for
It's
that.
a big question. It's in the thousands.
She was not it girl in the 90s. Get the fuck out of here. She was like a 6-year-old in the 90s. What the hell?
Baby, baby.
Everyone knows it, basically. Here. Let's begin. The most important thing ever is canceling someone, even though they did good art. The finale, bro. I think I watched it, and I'm not sure if I did, though. Right? Yeah, so this has so many jump scares and so much crap. Might as well filter the guy's You'll thank me later. I'm telling you guys, I'm doing you a service. Pre-watching this for you, chewing it and spitting it in your mouth, that food. It is spit worthy, unfortunately.
Is not in control of her own life, or coming up with complex conspiracies of their own.
Well, I will explain exactly what's going on, because I have big brain.
But in this 3-part till the
In these 50 videos, we will try to clarify what's exactly going on. Am I right?
From the womb, and her name was Britney Jean Born
A pop star. Yeah, we're going that back. We need to know that she was a baby once.
in Macomb, Mississippi.
Talking country
Well, if she feels the need for speed, she is a pretty good person.
again.
So if something bad happened to her, then it was their fault. These
Small animals in order to feed the kids.
Yay! You can actually survive by hunting small animals in your backyard. America is so privileged.
It is now 19.
Hence the name Spears, by the way. Here you go. Now that's a family story right there.
Did not
Was always
join dance competitions, compete at the state and local television,
Yeah, connections.
and even did a Britney was
Okay, some people didn't catch, but like making 50 videos on YouTube is called making money. Alright? Not for me though, I still haven't got my Spears amount of subscribers.
regularly witnessed Atlanta, Georgia, to audition for a spot on the Disney Channel's The Mickey Mouse Club. Britney's were exploitative, as the children would make $185 a week, which comes out to under $5 an hour, with the kids working full days. After they
Only under $5. Oh my god, under $5. That's exploitative, dude. That's child labor. You know that adults eat more food than children, right? You do know that. Like, maybe double as much, if not more. Like, let's please be honest. And also, like, she's not gonna fucking pay rent with that money. Exploitative, bro. Go to work. The moment I have child, 3 years old, it's over. If you're not earning $1, it's time to disown that fucking child.
before
Not profitable enough.
Britney would return in her
This is the drama that fucking Americans create of like, oh shit, my child only makes $4 an hour right now. And it's like, your child makes money? This 30-year-old child that I have in my basement don't make no money. And that's me right there. I'm not making any money, guys. I need financial help.
life. Not being
Please exploit me.
that great, debt
Little exploitation, yeah. And then you go to Europe and it's like, oh, everyone gets exploited. Huh, interesting.
trumps them to
And then you go to Russia and it's like, oh, it can actually be that much worse. Huh.
seize their
Huh.
property, bankrupt.
I mean,
19
why call it America anymore when we can just call it Diva Land? Diva Land, bro. United States of Diva.
1995 is a football player.
And then we're gonna sit there and pretend of like schools are completely normal thing to do. It doesn't pay anything at all, right? Children having jobs is very exploitative, but they should go to school for free. You know, holy Jesus.
post for
Yeah, the best thing you can learn as a child is how to earn money. That's it. That's like the greatest thing. That's what can make you successful accidentally.
sponsoring this video.
Project alone.
This project is super important to us. An opinion
Here's what I think about it. 1 second. It's always funny. So I'm not sure if it's true or not.
outpost support means everything. Have you?
An outpost.
You can take surveys and earn real
Wow, real money in the real way. Holy shit. No exploitation at all.
money
Haha.
right to your
Haha, they actually know what exploitation means.
It's super
Yay.
easy and risk-free.
earning your daily coffee in no time.
In 3 hours, you will earn $2. Yay, survey.
They were going to get their way. Britney she was 13.
I'm just saying, nobody has integrity on this platform. They will sell their souls in no
to
time.
Justin Timberlake and released her debut album Baby One More Time. It reached #1 in 15 countries, becoming the best-selling debut album of any artist to date. This
Concern for the social setup when you make your videos, do you say,
When I make videos, I take off my clothes and I get more money.
you know what, I don't want to
That's pretty good logic, right,
be
bro?
represented.
Or like, take
Do you know how much money I
that
have?
off. So we gotta
Bruh, shut the fuck up.
something a little
I'm translating, okay, in the celebrity language.
bit more appropriate.
To shoot Britney Spears, I think I would.
Aww.
Oh, that's horrible.
Aww. Why is she not in jail?
That's really
became obsessed with Britney and her virginity.
Yeah, we'll skip that part. We don't care.
Spears started dating teen heartthrob Justin Timberlake. They
So that's why their albums suck.
became pop
Maybe I said it out loud, guys. I shouldn't talk about breasts on national television.
want to go out, and you know, some of the fans that look up to me, they either think bad of me or they may want to go out and do that, but that's not my fault because the press started that.
Amongst all these interviews,
She talks about breast implants, guys.
she would often push the best-selling
Timberlake, look at that.
album to snake around her neck. That image of Britney with the snake around her neck has been one of Britney's most iconic moments. Considered shocking, and the media treated it as this huge deal.
Madonna was great, you know, kissing Britney. It's like, where's my kiss?
Oh, you gotta get one, bro. You gotta get one. We just talked about you in this video.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Britney doing normal things for her age, like smoking and drinking, started to make the rounds in the media, saying that Britney
It's still not normal.
was a terrible role model, and that people should stop supporting her. The
Whirlwind romance would begin, Britney together, and Britney was being branded a homewrecker.
See, I told you. Same
But Britney
personality.
didn't care, she was there. The paparazzi would harass Britney while she had her tiny baby with her. This
Because she can't use her super deadly weapons, bro. Holy
could
shit.
put Britney and her
She didn't see that coming, you know?
Baby in
Didn't plan for that.
potentially dangerous.
It didn't cast you in the best light.
Oh, of course. That is their job, and they do a very good job.
Even with Sean
I like calling them paper Nazis, bro.
on your lap,
And
clearly
honestly, it kind of works.
Here's America for you.
yeah, but
People gonna overly discuss the image that someone projects, even if it's a paparazzi projecting someone's image. You almost should be scared to even have a real family. Like, why would you even bother to be
as a mother, long after that, you got a visit from the family services.
DPS, boys, let's go.
Almost dropping Sean, but she caught herself. Later that day, she had been. As she was going through all of this, the media didn't know it yet, but she was actually already pregnant with baby number 2.
Babies keep on coming. Will they
On
ever
top
stop?
of the media being to be witnesses to one of the worst abuses of the media in modern day history.
Stay tuned for part 2. Part 6. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Good for you. Well, at least she got a nice storyline of attacking paparazzis and defeating them.
What do you think it'll take to get the paparazzi to leave you alone?
We already saw what it takes. And even if you terminate them, they expose their real powers. They are very hard to defeat, man. Honestly, I don't even know if that plot line works.
They hassled Britney and harassed her no matter where she went, and tried to catch her at her absolute worst moments. There was even
Welcome to grocery store, bro.
Leave for the restroom? Come on, guys.
Talking about ants, holy shit.
no privacy. Every square inch of her body and every second of her life was publicly broadcast and exploited for as much.
They asked why she wanted to shave her head, and she said, I don't want anyone touching me. I'm tired of everybody touching me.
But, you know, she never said anything about being sick and tired of people.
She escaped to the hair salon, so there were tons of them stationed outside of the hair studio, and they captured every second of it. Hollywood sweetheart Britney Spears had just shaven her head in front of hundreds of paparazzi, and
How else are you gonna fight?
properly. It is more than just a medical recoup. It is also heavily centered around mental health and privacy. However, Britney wasn't even allowed that basic human right, as the paparazzi somehow obtained a photo of her on the private premises. Yet again.
Bro camped 3 days for that photo. You know
And she left
that.
the in private as it was concerning her children, but she couldn't even do that without the paparazzi targeting her, selling the photos and exploiting her for millions. Britney had
If I would get millions for exploiting someone, I would do it, guys.
Had enough.
Holy shit. Why would you say million? For pennies. Pennies, bro. 10 cents a photo.
Nobody's gonna talk about this because our world is so nice. So that's all I wanted to say. So, okay.
See, America is filled with nice people.
In stating that if Britney loses her children, it is no fault.
Someone's father showed
of
up.
her own. Girl who needs help.
I don't trust this guy. He killed small animals to survive. Eurovision is going to be very soon, so I'm taking a break.
Suddenly the laughing stock of the music industry.
It's not really bad at all, but compared to the other girls, she looks big. She looks like the fat Elvis, walking around the stage, doing things she used to do, but doing it really poorly.
This performance Video Music Awards history, and it became infamous. Britney's fans also began to come out of the woodwork and defend Britney from the ruthless attacks by the media. And this is where we get one of the most viral videos of the early 2000s.
Do we really want to see a 25-year-old woman leave behind 2 children and die? Have we learned?
Marching around the stage like an idiot. Did she shave into her? But I'm still sexy, y'all. Now I'm gonna dance for you. Hey, my kids are here.
Damn, making fun of her was just the thing.
Better now.
Leave Britney alone! Please!
Britney Spears. You know, it was awesome in the beginning, and she was the sweetest, most happiest thing.
Cool, cute, clever way. So.
I mean, I'm getting haters. That means I'm popular, right?
Visit her son.
Because it can only get worse, not better, not any different. It can only get more.
3 times a week with a promotion and no press runs. Blackout received some of the best reviews from critics in her career. It may have been one of her darkest years, but she made an album that was ahead of its time, changing pop music yet again. And with entire songs dedicated.
If I wasn't under her shines, then I'm under right now.
Oh no! A 3rd episode is required.
Go to the light and see Jesus, okay? And I was like,
in an ambulance.
Part 3 is very interesting. Whoa! That's like stuff happening.
Britney, but it seems like an impossible dream.
Come on, it's boring.
At that point, with Sam still so entrenched in her.
What happens when you heat water?
Everything came to a boiling point. Britney.
Normal thing to watch on YouTube right now. This is brain rot, I'm not gonna lie.
Jamie Spears petitioned the Los Angeles Superior Court for appointment of probate conservator over Britney Spears. A probate conservatorship, also referred to as a guardianship in other states, is used for adults who cannot take care of themselves. Usually the conservatee is elderly, has dementia, or is disabled, making Britney Spears not the typical candidate for this type of conservatorship. The probate court can appoint a conservator of the person, much like a parent caring for a minor.
Then she tried to fight this in court and lost.
Made a ruling that stripped Britney of rights every conservatee is supposed to have. Most importantly, the right to choose your own counsel. Britney never stood in heading straight to see
Damn, that's evil.
attorney at.
But I don't know what is evil. Creating brain rots? Or putting Britney in house arrest. I don't know which one is more evil though. Oh my god, paparazzi running, bro. I love that. We should paparazzi the paparazzi, bro. This is so much more fun. Watching them fucking run around like fucking morons. Fuck yeah, let's go. We dove real hard. We need to remake Lady Gaga's paparazzi video into something way funnier. Oh my god.
Would come and Judge Reva Goetz would grant another extension of the conservatorship. Meanwhile, on the same day as the
my god.
hearing, basically, I want my life back. I want to drive my car. I want to live in my house alone. I want to pick my own.
Who do you think you are, you know? You want your life? You are worse than a paparazzi.
Security. See who I want to see.
I need Eurovision now. Bye.
He was asked the last time he consulted with Britney, and he said he talked to her a few days ago, and someone wrestled the phone away from her, and he had not talked to her since. Although Britney was denied yet again from being able to fight the conservatorship, a right she's been denied multiple times at this point, she at least did receive some hopeful news. She was finally able to see her boys as she
needed that veil of secrecy, but the show was going to happen and began filming later that year. Even though she was fighting for her freedom, in true Larry Rudolph fashion, her team was still pushing her career full steam ahead, whether she was ready or not. As we saw with the release of Blackout, Britney didn't do a podcast and the accompanying video, as well as different rehearsals and Britney's day-to-day life. And while it was interesting to see Britney in her element working as hard as possible, the majority of people tuned in to hear Britney comment on her personal life, as that's all the media had been talking about for nearly 3 years. years. The episode, which featured clips of For the Record, was completely blocked worldwide. Not copyright claimed, but completely blocked upon automatic review. That means whomever is in charge of distribution of this documentary wants no one to see how truthful, well thought out, and competent Britney really is.
Britney left this voicemail for attorney John Eardley, the same attorney who tried to help her move her case to the federal level the year prior. When the judge denied his motion and kept it at the state level, he said that Eardley had not yet tried to challenge the probate court's appointment of Samuel Ingham. So attorney Anderson sent a letter to Jamie Spears' attorneys within 2007. He was one of the last few people trying to help Britney get out from under her estranged father's thumb, but now he was seeking compensation for the time he was her manager, although they out from under his control.
She was calling that she was, sick of this conservatorship, and her dad was controlling, and she wants out, and she just really wants Sam to find her a new lawyer, that she can't even have her own cell phone without them overhearing or controlling everything.
Album. However, just 2 days later, all buzz for the album is killed off by Britney's team with a seemingly threatening statement from Adam Lieber saying, "No new music news right now. Wish people wouldn't mislead you guys with BS info. Not cool. P.S. The guys that are working on Brit's next album are not talking about it." And with that, we got the news from the judge that Andrew Ballett and Jamie Spears, her father, would remain her conservators and would continue to have full control of her finances and personal life. During the circus era, Britney held out hope. However, all hope was gone. Britney officially had no control. However, her lawyers did
show to the US, and it was a major success. And with Paula Abdul and Nicole Scherzinger absent from the panel, Simon was on the search for the next major judge that would serve this next season. However, this wasn't an easy task, as being an X Factor judge wasn't just laughing at bad contestants and passing people through the rounds. X Factor judges were mentors to their groups and had to coach them vocally through each round. It didn't just take an eye for talent, you needed to care about your contestants. Not to mention in the early 2010s, as a successful recording artist, something critics are extremely impressed, and Britney is very, very excited to become a part of Simon Cowell's show. The judge signed off, however, the deal was still not officially signed by Britney. Under terms of contract, Britney would be paid around $15 million a year. This would make her the highest paid panelist on any singing competition show, because of the fact that Britney is still under conservatorship. Britney was approved to do a live, nationally syndicated television program that was earning her conservatorship $15 million, but wasn't approved to control her own life. And as April began colluding with the abusing conservator, a man who was accused of putting Britney in harm's way was now working with her father, helping to call the shots. A few weeks after Jason took
That's the power of money. As long as you can steal money from a very powerful person, you have all the power to keep them basically in a fucking slave contract. It's the fucking weirdest thing, bro.
Control and months to a full-blown movement. And no one was prepared for the bombshells that were about to be dropped.
Punish!
62 points.
Oh, come on. We can still get punished 3 times.
8 points.
No!
Continue with the United Kingdom.
There's one thing I have to do before I go to sleep. Check social media. There's only one social media site, guys. I already checked Pinterest anyways. We're looking at 2,000 photos, by the way. Will take some time. Probably we got to 220. Top 200 is soon gonna happen. Okay, unfortunately I cannot confirm that it's water personality. It just fire extrovert, my friends. I just don't want it to be boring, man. Literally all it's filled with bikini photos. I can't. It's extroverted. This is the closest comparison we have to Britney. Rita Ora. And Peyton happens to be the closest look-alike celebrity. When I pull Rita Ora, I mean she takes her throne as the next gen person who has the same personality. Alright, I'm locked in. Let's do part 4 while we're at it.
The Planet Hollywood in Las Vegas.
Lot of why
His residency show
Authors have the power to control every aspect of her life. And in part 4 of Deep Dive to what sparked the viral social entering into a new relationship with Dave, Jive specialized in teen turned out to be yet another one of those circumstances. Britney for Britney. As we've learned in the past, Britney is extremely efficient during her recording sessions and is a hard worker.
What's it like to work with her in the studio? I mean, it's so easy and fun, and it's one of the easiest, probably the easiest sessions I've had in my career.
On top of being an artistic genius, why would her team need someone else to fill in for her? The answer is simple. Britney appeared fairly checked out during the Britney Jean era. Even though she dubbed it her most personal album to date, the first time we've seen Britney's team do something with or without her. For instance, when fans alleged that Britney did what they wanted, they went over her head and released an animated Break the Ice video. Or when the media under control. And when she refused to do something, Larry Rudolph and the rest of her team would somehow make it work without her. All of this
I mean, I look right now.
Visitation time with her children, and Piece of Me was wildly successful. No one was questioning the conservatorship, and this was great for Britney's dad and his team, as the conservatorship raked in millions upon millions from her residency, until not only the Vegas residency was finished, but also the conservatorship needed to be ended. David was now a huge issue for Jamie Spears, and everyone financially benefiting from the conservatorship. They had been benefiting from the
Imagine, bro, having 20 leeches or something.
Britney working harder than she had ever worked before, despite all the progress she had made in the 7 years since the conservatorship was put in place. The conservatorship was not letting up control of Britney, yet again showing that the people behind the conservatorship have no problem thinking Britney is well enough to make them money.
Wouldn't have to own up to any decisions they'd made on behalf of Britney for years to come, as Judge Penny canceled these hearings for 2017 and 2018 as well. Hope was running out for Britney, as the little oversight the courts had over Britney's well-being in her conservatorship had completely vanished.
Britney loved her Piece of Me show in Vegas.
Last a lifetime.
Because a lot of times what happens is even though they're not psychotic anymore, they're not a danger to themselves anymore because we've gotten them stabilized, they still can't handle their finances. They still can't really make a medical decision that's in their best interest.
Take
control of her life again. Now that means addressing the conservatorship her father has had over her since her public breakdown in 2008.
Living exactly the same life right now. I'm a blonde pop star that's stuck in a fucking room, dude. I'm actually not blonde, but you can't see it. I can lie about my hair.
An insider tells us she wants the conservatorship of her as a person to come to an end, so she has more freedom to make her own decisions.
Yeah. In capitalism, if you have enough money, you can break through even mental illness of other people, because other people can also have it on top of you. They can stack that shit. It's crazy.
Basically ending the immense control
That he came out of it alive, but he still has a long road ahead of him.
I had to make the difficult decision to put my full focus and energy on my family at this time. I hope you all can understand. I appreciate your prayers and support for my family during this time. Thank you and love you all always.
However, soon the real story would come out.
Hi there. I cannot disclose who I am, and what is happening is disturbing to say the least. Britney was not taking her medication as prescribed.
Britney Spears has been...
Take this medication, or...
Uh-oh. This shit is exact blueprint was sent into my office, basically. You want to live this life? You want to live Britney Spears' life, bro? And I get paid, too. It's cool. But can we come up with something better? Please?
A movement would rise up.
I wish that would happen to me.
We believe she's being held there against her will.
The conservatorship has... What is it? Do I have to convince a bunch of people to stand behind me? Because it's not about just me. It's about destroying the narrative that this is fucking common, guys. You're portrayed as mentally ill by other people's mental illness, and now you have to fight that somehow, and you're fucking trapped in a fucking unproductive lifestyle. Your freedoms are fucking corrupted by this stupid mental illness of other people. They can't let you go somehow. And on top of that, there's still a little bit of whispering of like, oh shit, we're drafting men into war. And that kind of touches me. That licks my fucking eyeballs, you know? So, am I supposed to be grateful or not? It kind of just muddied the waters, this whole apocalypse thing, though. My story didn't used to be that way until COVID hit. Then shit got really ugly. The biggest problem is that people don't actually get evaluated. There's no actual evaluation, mental evaluation system. It's just assumptions and lawsuits, basically. Court hearings, in other words, and a bunch of lawyers fucking yapping at each other. There's no actual justice or evaluation happening that would be able to unlock someone who would just got handcuffs on and nobody wants to unlock it because, oh my god, they will eat my brain if I unlock Britney Spears' handcuffs and all that shit. It's crazy to me. Because I have to live this life too. I have to understand that this is just a culture that kind of trickled down, maybe, as well. I don't think this exists in America anymore. Which is why we're seeing, like, a bunch of homeless people. Because these guys have freedom, you know? We freed the homeless people. And now they're just fucking there in the streets. And they're now actually genuinely dangerous. But nobody knows what to do about that. You literally have facilities that can house people who are homeless. Technically, my country does not have homeless people. Like, people actually notice that. And I'm not sure what's going on, guys. That's more sus than actually, like, thumbs up moment.
Hi there. Bernie that worked.
2 more parts. Alright, cool.
Learn the rules like a pro so you can.
Why would it trickle down? Because you can't make money out of it anymore. It's too easy to actually upload yourself on social media and spill the beans and fucking whistleblow. It's impossible, basically, to create this sort of system, but it's possible to do it onto a weaker group of people and hold people hostage. If I started making money, people might actually fucking try this again. I'll be like, oh, this guy cannot control his finances, though. Can't let that happen. It's funny how any of these stories that celebrities go through can happen to you.
I'm no longer with them, and what is happening is disturbing to say the least. Britney was in rehearsal for domination. It came.
It's called Americans getting scammed of their money. It happens all the time, unfortunately.
To Jamie's attention at Britney.
If mental evaluation was available, I wouldn't just get evaluated. I would be able to put a lot of fucking people in jail.
That episode.
It's just one of those ways you learn that revenge is the greatest thing. But to actually achieve revenge, you have to be incredibly patient. Because there are ways of not harming anyone and achieving your revenge. You don't have to harm anyone. You just gotta wait for that perfect moment to break through. To use a new set of tools and unlock yourself from bad guys.
I think Britney's conservatorship should be entirely removed. The woman was going through a lot. Could we give her some credit? She had 2 kids within 1 year. I am a mom to 1 2.5-year-old. I cannot imagine having 2 babies in the house. She was going through a divorce. She was going through a custody battle. Her aunt, who was like a second mother to her, had just...
It's one of those special moments where even though Britney's in top 1%, she's also dealing with top 1% of problems. Not first world problems.
Passed away. She was also dealing with this mega level of fame that you and I will never understand. There is no reason for her to be in a conservatorship, and there absolutely never has been. This is all about the money and control, and it has nothing to do with Britney as a human being. And that's why
We just picked a spot which turned out to be City Hall in West Hollywood. We took our
Yeah, you never know when you're gonna have to stand for something. That you being a fan of something means that you might have to stand up for something too.
Like that, and they took that step, and I think if it weren't for them, there wouldn't be the global movement that we're experiencing right now. Following that, the first group of people, but we all had this common bond, and that was our love for Britney. It was a magical experience. I really feel like I found a community of people that I belong to.
To those who asked Britney's conservatorship and her mother, but this time the conditionally odd, as Britney had previously expressed disdain for Lou Taylor and had left several clues. The control of Britney and her image were becoming more and more evident, and the public was finally catching on. Her team tried to combat this.
keeps everybody. Nobody works for her for free. They work because they get a percentage of what she earns. So when there's a lot of money involved, nothing would surprise me.
The Free Britney, and this was just the beginning. Over the next year and a half, many more celebrities and people close with Britney would come out in support of the Free Britney movement. The 730 evaluation is the first step in the process. Although no changes were made to the conservatorship, up to this point, this was the biggest step towards freedom Britney had ever been able to make. Britney herself was standing up to her father, and with a new judge on the case, it seemed like she could finally tell her truth on how Jamie Spears was abusing the conservatorship. And it looked like Judge Brenda Penny wanted to investigate further, so she set a new...
And more celebrities and people who had worked with Britney's team would come forward within the next year. As it appeared, Bobby Oakes was right. Jamie would soon show the world just how unhinged he truly was.
He went on Instagram Live last night and talked about his granddaughter called the D word ending with
And now the end, guys.
Conservatorship and spread the Free Britney message and
So what, it's not over? What's going on? Finale. I don't know, my journey ends here. Exhausting as always. If there's enough pressure, I can make part 2. One more song to end this slumber party. Definitely. Pretty fresh. 8 years ago.
A flow just like an ocean. Gonna sleep tonight. From the ceiling low. We use it so hard it's causing trouble. Popping candles hanging from
I don't like this shit. It is what it is. I probably don't like Britney in general, but she's old school. What can you do? I'm just different generation. This is though, I understand. This is just garbage. Honestly, after watching this, I've made a evaluation that Britney Spears should not have control of her finances. What are you gonna do that's so fucking productive to society? Get the fuck out of here. So sad. It's a bad ending. Oops.